Good evening. I'm Stephanie Mathis, and I have been chairman of the Chamber of Commerce for 2011. And I am so happy to see all of you here tonight. I hope you've had a wonderful time. I hope you've enjoyed the food and enjoyed the silent auction and enjoyed the opportunity to get to network and spend a few minutes talking with people. It's kind of like a family reunion, we were saying. We do this every year, and we get to sit and spend some time with people that we don't usually get to see. So I'm glad to see you all, and right now I would like to invite Doris Cook to please come up and do our invocation.
I'd like to read something by one of our favorite quotes by Dr. Mark Weaver. Do all the good you can by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. And that's by John Wesley. And if you could bow your heads, please. Our kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for another day and an opportunity to fellowship with one another tonight. Bless each business and family represented here. Help us be mindful of the purpose and the potential of our Chamber of Commerce, of those who are sick, unable to be with us, or fighting for our freedoms. Bless the food that we have taken to the nourishment of our bodies to thy will, and thy will to your service. Keep us safe as we travel back home. And these things we ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Doris. Well, tonight wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for a tremendous group effort on behalf of a lot of people. So I would be remiss if I didn't start by thanking everyone on the Gala Committee and the Silent Auction Committee who have pulled together what I think is a beautiful evening. Let's give them a round of applause. It also would not be possible without the dedication of several of our sponsors. And if you'll forgive me, I've got a little cheat sheet here so I don't leave anybody out. But I'd like to recognize North Georgia College and State University as one of our evening sponsors. Children's Health Care of Atlanta of Forsyth. W.G. Stevens Prime Properties, Senator Steve Gooch, and Sheriff Billy Carlisle. Thank you, everybody. Your support makes all of this possible. We also have some special guests here with us tonight. I'd like to recognize Senator Steve Gooch, Representative Amos Amerson, Chairman Mike Berg, Commissioner Julie Nix, Sheriff Billy Carlisle, Councilman Chris Gaines, Tax Commissioner Linda Townley, and our County Manager, Kevin Tanner. Thank you guys for coming. It is dedication of our leadership that they're here on a Friday night, especially with storms coming, so we're glad to have you guys here with us this evening. Well, it has been one heck of a year. And I remember back in 2009, when Mike Underwood, who was chairman-elect at the time for 2010, asked if I would chair for 2011. And I said, if you will take me under your wing and show me how to do what you do, I will be glad to. And he was a tremendous help. We had a great year in 2010, and I felt confident coming into 2011, and we also had a great year in 2011. And I wish Jay Walker was here, because he would tell you about the first time I came to an executive council meeting on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. And we were discussing, it was a very lively, very passionate discussion about getting a new building. And in any organization, there are strong opinions, and there should be. And we walked away from that, I think it was almost, a 2-hour meeting? We walked away and I said, what have I gotten myself into? And Jay said, oh, you'll be just fine. And I said, I don't know. But it did work out just fine, and we did get a new building. We've had a nice home for a little over a year and a half, and if you've not been in to see it, shame on you, but I think most of you probably have. Like I said, it's been a great year, and I've made a lot of good memories. Some of my favorite things have been just getting to know most of you. Through attending these events, through just having lunch together, I have met so many different people, and I have been in awe of the variety of businesses we have in Dawson County. We are so blessed to have such a diverse culture of different industries that are here. A lot of small business, a lot of mom and pops, people just trying to make their way. And I'm glad to be a part of anything that we can do on behalf of the Chamber to help you guys make your business even stronger. It's been really great getting to know all of you. I want to encourage you, and I know I'm preaching to the choir because you're here tonight, but I want to encourage you all to keep supporting your Chamber of Commerce. It is a much needed business service in any community, but certainly in a community like ours. I use, and y'all do too, the networking opportunities, the luncheons, the galas, the business after hours, the various events that a chamber puts on help us to communicate with each other, to talk about what we do, and for us to get to know one another. Look around tonight and think about how many people are here that you would not know if it wasn't for the chamber. For me, that's easy because that's the reason I know almost all of you is because of the chamber. And it's been a wonderful journey getting to know you. But I also think about the people who aren't here tonight. And wouldn't it be great if they could get to know you too? I encourage each of you, ask a friend to come. Bring somebody with you next time you come to a luncheon or another event. A small business here in the community that maybe can't get out all the time. Bring them around and let them see what we're about. Because we are here for every business in this community. Personally, I've enjoyed sharing pieces of myself. I'm a Leo, so I like to talk and I like to project and I like attention. But I have enjoyed sharing pieces of myself with you guys over the year. I enjoyed writing an article every month for the papers, hoping to provide some encouragement through a tough time, and just keeping you up to date on the goings-on in our busy little community. We do have so much that happens here. I won't share my least favorite things about the job with you because that would be tacky. But I do want to say that this year, when I was faced with a difficult situation or a hard decision I had to make, I turned to the leadership and to the policies that this chamber and this board put together over many years, even before my time. And anytime I needed some help, those board members, or Linda and Marty, were there to help me, providing the knowledge that I needed, and then they allowed me to make my own decision. As a young professional, that's really important to me. And so I feel like I've grown tremendously over this past year. But this really is no different than any other year. It just meant so much more because of, being in this position, which was very new to me. You should know that every time we meet, this chamber board works to provide the best service that we possibly can for each of you. And while we're not perfect, I think we do a pretty good job. Our area is beginning to recover. This is still a very desirable place to live and to work. The strong leadership that you have come to expect from this board continues. And this year, my friend Jennifer Baker will be leading us through 2012. I'm not going anywhere, although I do plan to take some time off when sweet Stella gets here this summer. In the grand scheme of things, I think we are all a part of something that's more important than each of us, because our future generations will benefit from the decisions that we make today. Thank you all for being here tonight and for your support of our chamber. It has been my honor to serve as your chairman. Thank you. This is our Academy Awards, it's our Oscars, it's our Grammys. This is the night that we get to honor those who've made a difference over the past year. Not only over the past year, but over a tremendous amount of time. And I'm proud to have our Vanna White here, Linda Williams, who's going to help me give away a few awards. The first award for the evening is Entrepreneur of the Year. The requirements on the nomination form is that the company must be a member in good standing of the Dawson County Chamber of Commerce. Their business plan or strategies and goals are progressive and designed to grow the company. The entrepreneur shall offer motivation and development opportunities for their employees. Community involvement is part of the company's give back policy. Customer service must be a priority. They must have some accomplishments during 2011. And that brings me to tell you a little bit about our award winner. Our award winner is a franchise owner. They purchased their franchise back in 2007. They have worked tirelessly, and I'm reading this, by the way, from a nomination that was submitted for them. They worked tirelessly to build their business clientele's trust, proving that their product is safe and effective. And in a world where we don't know what's coming next, that is very reassuring. They are well known and respected, not only in this community, but in our surrounding communities where they are also very active. They generously donate their services at the Chamber of Commerce by keeping the carpet clean and smelling fresh. You can see them traveling to their next stop at almost any hour of the day. I'm sure you have all spotted them in their little carpet mobile out on the road. They've been known to labor tirelessly late into the evening in offices. Their names are well known not only to chamber members, but also to hundreds of others. They participate in many organizations, and they hope to start a business networking group for our chamber. We will support them in that. They're honest, dependable, trustworthy, and I would like to announce our 2011 Entrepreneurs of the Year, Jay and Vicki Hood, with Citrus Solutions.
I'm totally blown away. You have no idea. This is a total surprise and shock. I have to say that we have worked extremely hard to keep our business going through this economy in the last 5 years, and we try to do everything the best that we can do, and we know we're not perfect, but we put our heart and soul into everything that we do, and I'm amazed. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love it when they're surprised. Our next award that we're going to give away this evening is for Business Leader of the Year. And this person was also nominated by several different members of the community and by their peers. This person has been a part of the Dawson County business scene for about 6 years. Most of you know him, know who he is, because he hit the ground running with his involvement in the community when he got here. He has served on the Chamber Board as an ex officio board member. He is a leader at his place of business as a manager. He's done several things since he has been a part of our community and been a part of his organization. He is known to encourage his employees to go back to school to further their education. He allows and encourages them to volunteer and serve on various committees and boards within our community. Vicariously, his company is represented on the Dawson County Chamber Board, the Board of Education, Kiwanis, Rotary, Boy Scouts, and Family Connection. His employees volunteer with United Way, Relay for Life, and every year this organization feeds all of our veterans that participate in the Veterans Day events here in our county. His employees also volunteer in our schools, and they take interns into their office to help them further their educations in a business environment. Each year this company coordinates 5 to 6 river cleanups, and they participate in Keep Dawson Beautiful. All of this under his leadership while he is working a full-time job. You probably figured out that he is with Etowah Water and Sewer Authority. Under his leadership at Etowah, they are taking impressive steps, encouraging the renewal and growth here in Dawson County. I think this is so cool that they're doing this. Last year, for 2011, he reduced capital and recovery fees for water and sewer. He recently launched, and I say he, I mean Etowah, but he was certainly a part of it, launched a developer incentive for free water and sewer for 12 months for any new commercial construction or tenant build-out in 2012. What a way to jumpstart things in our area. They are also offering a residential incentive for new residential construction. As I said, he was nominated by several people in this community, and I have a quote from one of his nomination forms. He believes in excellence. He has cutting-edge ideas and believes in a better future for Dawson County. This award is named for Don Gordon, an outstanding businessman from Dawson County who also served as chairman of the board for Etowah Water and Sewer Authority from 1980 until his death. So it is fitting that this year's recipient of the Don Gordon Business Leader of the Year Award is Mr. Brooke Anderson.
This is a humbling experience. You all know that this cannot be done without dedication and commitment of our board of directors and the authority. It also cannot be done without dedication and commitment of our staff and what they bring to the organization. You know, it's humbling to receive an award that's named after Don Gordon. Many of you may or may not know that 32 years ago, Don Gordon and a few others decided and implemented the steps necessary to create Etowah Water and Sewer Authority. They went door to door to gather customers to start the authority. Last year we celebrated 25 years of service, 25 years of excellence. As we stand here tonight, we're looking into the future. We're looking at each one of you and your businesses. We're looking at this community, and we're looking at ways that we can help this community become all the greatness that it can truly be. As we look to the future, we'll be guided by our core values of excellence, integrity, stewardship, commitment, efficiency, and vision. These things will guide us as we go forward to try to help do our part such that this community can grow, prosper, such that our children and grandchildren can have a place to live, work, and play right here at home in Dawson County. Again, this is truly humbling. It's humbling to serve you. It's humbling to be a part of this community. Thank you very much.
Well-deserved award. Now it's time for our Chairman's Award. It makes me so happy to give this award tonight. This person is my choice, and I feel it's well-deserved. I have known this year's Chairman's Award recipient for over 7 years. This person is one of my favorite people that I've met here in Dawson County. We've had the opportunity to work together in lots of ways over the years, but their service to this community goes far beyond my experience and probably even my knowledge. This person works for your children and for mine. A concern and a passion for the future of Dawson County led her to volunteer on several boards and committees that work to protect and serve our kids and better our community. For years, she has served on the Board of Education for Dawson County, creating policies and stretching our dollars to make the best educational environment possible. For 10 years, she volunteered for Care for Kids, helping those who are less fortunate make ends meet and making a positive difference in the lives of countless children. She serves on the Dawson Against Substance Abuse Program Board, working to educate our kids about and protect our county from illegal drugs and substance abuse. These are not her full-time jobs. They are often thankless jobs, but she does them because of her giving heart and her dedication to a place she calls home. This person works for your business and for mine. She's a 2001 graduate of Leadership Dawson. Her involvement in that class led her to become not only a participant, but also a leader in many community activities. She currently serves as co-chair for the leadership program, as she has for the past several years. She's instrumental in helping to design and implement a high-level program that has grown by leaps and bounds and continues to get better every year. She's been a director on the board for the Dawson County Chamber of Commerce for many years, and she served as chairman in 2004. Her contributions to the Chamber Board and to leadership have helped make Dawson County a better place to have a business. She also has an actual full-time job with Etowah Water and Sewer Authority, which allows her the opportunity to give as much as she does. However, it also keeps her extremely busy as she helps them grow to service the needs of our growing and demanding county. While she certainly gives of her time and her energy to support these many causes, through everything I have seen her do in this community, she also gives of her true self. I have watched her open her heart on several occasions in an effort to help others. I've seen her share personal pieces of herself with members of our Leadership Dawson classes, which in turn encourages others to share. She's full of compassion and good ideas. She's a hard worker, she has a giving heart, and she puts others before herself. I'm proud to call her my friend. This is my last official act as Dawson County Chamber Chairman, and as I said, I get to choose. It's my award. However, my reasons to give it are not so much about all the things that she has done for me or the joy that I have in knowing her, but it's more about all the wonderful things that she has done for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize the recipient of the 2012 Chairman's Award, Mrs. Doris Cook.
Tell you, if Brooke is humbled, I'm twice as humbled. I thank you so much. I have to say that without my husband and my 2 children, I wouldn't be able to do all the things I do, and I love doing them. It's just one of the best, probably one of the best things that's happened to me in a long time. I appreciate it. I hope Brooke will let me continue doing the things that I love to do. And if you ever need me, I'm always here. Thank you.
I just think she's great. That's it for me. So I would like to introduce, for the rest of the evening, well, for the next little bit at least, our Chamber President, Linda Williams.
Before I do the Volunteer of the Year Award, we have to officially thank Stephanie for her year, and I have a chairman's plaque for her. We hope you will proudly display this on your office wall. I always kid around that we give the gavel after you're through just so you can't knock any of us in the head during the year, but you were a good chairman to work for. We at the staff, we enjoyed having you as our chairman. We think we had a good year. And actually, Stephanie is your #1 volunteer of the year as chairman of the board. Your chairman gives countless hours to your service, and we thank you for every one of those hours, Stephanie.
Thank you so much.
We have a little personal gift for you. We know you've been seen at places like around back at Rocky's place. So here's a gift from Rocky's place. And Rocky said, if it's not to your taste, because art, if you've not been to around back at Rocky's, you got to go. Art is a very personal thing. So Rocky says you can swap it for something of your pleasure. So,
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody. I've enjoyed this year very much. Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
And now I do have the pleasure and honor of presenting the Jim Wallace Volunteer of the Year Award for 2011. This nominee received many nominations, and sometimes it's easy to pick the person and sometimes it's hard to pick the person. Well, this time this person rose to the top. We've been talking about volunteers tonight, and we've talked about the volunteers that made this evening possible with all the decorations. I hope you saw their names on the screen earlier this evening. Volunteers are what make organizations like ours run. You've got a small staff. We would get next to nothing done without the volunteers. So let me tell you about the 2011 award recipient. This award recipient called me several years ago when he brought his business to Dawson County, and he said, I want to get involved. And one of the first things he asked me about was the chamber, and specifically, do you have a local leadership program here? And we chatted about the program, and he asked how he could become involved. Well, of course, I put his name on the nominee list for the next class, and he did enter the next class and graduated. And from there, stepped into a very active role with that program. He's continued ever since graduating from Leadership Dawson to be on the planning committee and has served as co-chairman of the group. He continually inspires others with his enthusiasm and his passion. He's become very knowledgeable about our community, and that is very important for a leader to understand the strengths and the weaknesses of your community. He was appointed to the Development Authority of Dawson County, and he served as chairman not once but twice. He's very active in the Rotary Club here. He serves on your chamber board of directors. He volunteers for other groups as well, such as We Books and their Leap for Literacy event. Last year, he was honored when Speaker of the House David Ralston appointed him as a private sector representative to the Georgia Mountains Regional Commission. And our 2000 award recipient isn't always just about business and all these things I've been telling you about. As one of the members who nominated him said, he's just fun to be around. And I'm sure by now, if you know this person, you know that our 2011 Volunteer of the Year Award winner is Mr. Peter Hill.
Wow, that's a recurring theme. Thank you. Thank you very much, Linda, other members of the board. I want to thank my wife, Karen, for putting up with all of my extracurricular activities I seem to get into. And I guess the one thing I would say is, as we go about our business in the chamber and our business in the community, you know, the decisions we have to make are often not very easy. They're always interesting. And what I can say about the chamber and about the leadership group in particular is, I'm honored to be part of it. And you're my favorite group of people. Thank you very much.
Well, we're going to continue with some volunteer recognition. Our Ambassador of the Year for 2011, I'd like to ask Carol Tiger and Angela Harbin, who co-chaired the program last year, to come forth and present the 2011 Ambassador of the Year Award.
Thank you, Linda. I'm Carol Tiger.
Angela Harbin.
This time last year, I was so excited to be able to announce that my good friend and co-graduate of Leadership Dawson, best class
Of 2011.
that she was the Ambassador of the Year. And Angela and I got very close this year. She's a great organizer. We had a great group. We had a lot of fun. We had a tremendous amount of cooperation from the Ambassador program. And I'm going to let Angela tell you a little bit about what ambassadors are, in case those of you don't understand what we are.
Well, we're Dawson County Chamber Ambassadors, and we are liaisons between the Chamber of Commerce and our members. And what we do is we just go out each month and we try to visit as many members as we can and just make sure that, you know, they're getting the service that they want from the chamber, and, you know, we just try to make sure that everything is kosher with them and everybody's happy. So we just try to serve our members.
I'd like to say any of the ambassadors that are here tonight, please stand. I won't give out the long list. There's about 17 of us that are very active. You will see these fine young men and women, some of us are a little bit older, greeting you at the business after hours and the chamber luncheon. A lot of the ambassadors helped Carrie and I with the decorations. You just see them everywhere. And so please, when you see those people that are volunteering, thank them for what they are doing for your chamber. We had 3 people that qualified by our point system to be recognized this evening. And I'll let you do the honors.
Our second runner-up, our third place, was Nicole Stewart, and she's not with us tonight. Our first runner-up in second place was Miss Diane Limley, and she is with us. And then our Ambassador of the Year for 2011 was Steve Melchin. And Carol just wants to tell you a little about him, but Steve, go ahead and come on up.
Steve just joined us last year, and I'll tell you a little bit about Steve. He's a University of Kentucky grad, go Wildcats, with a degree in journalism, with a concentration in advertising and public relations. Steve started his career in Cincinnati, Ohio, with a division of Federated Department Stores, and he gained additional advertising marketing experience at Howell Brothers Department Store in Cleveland, Ohio. And in 1995, Steve and his family were transferred by Rich's Department Store in Atlanta, and Steve joined the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and Cox Communications and went on to earn Salesperson of the Year honors in the Territory Division, Sales Division. Currently a resident of Big Canoe, and we got to meet his lovely wife, Beverly, who has shared him with us quite a bit this past year, and their daughter, Morgan. And Steve continues in his ad sales, successful with Big Canoe's Smoke Signals newspaper, and is active with both the Dawson and Lumpkin County Chamber Ambassador programs. So I'd like you all to welcome the Ambassador of the Year, Steve Melching.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Angela. I'm honored and thrilled to accept this award. I joined the Chamber about a year ago. I've been very active in meetings, business after hours, luncheons. And I'd like to say to all of you, citizens of Dawson County, how hard your Chamber works for you each and every day. They really do a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes to make our community a better place. Specifically, Linda, Marty, Pam. Carol Tiger has mentored me through the process during the past year. Carol did a great job mentoring me. Angela did a super job as Ambassador of the Year last year. And as Carol mentioned, I'd also like to thank my beautiful wife, Beverly, who has mentored me through love and life. Thank you all.
I'd like to invite our chairman for 2012 to come up. Where is our chairman? We did not do installation tonight, you may have noticed. We installed our officers for this year at the January lunch meeting because we were holding this meeting a little bit later than we usually do in the year. So I introduce to you, and you already know her very well, Jennifer Baker, Chairman 2012.
Thank you, everybody. I would like to say it was my idea to move this back because I thought we had nicer weather, so I'm really, really sorry about the rain, but we tried. At least it's warm when you get poured on. So I am very fortunate tonight to get to go last, and I have been instructed, since you all have been so patient, listening to our award winners tonight, to be short and sweet, and I promise I will. I just have a few thoughts I would like to share with you all, but first and foremost, I would like to start by thanking everybody for being here and supporting the Chamber. I think it will be obvious throughout my talk that Stephanie was my mentor because there's a lot of similarities in the things that we have to say, and we're very like-minded, which made it easy for me to work with her. So I am very excited to have the opportunity to serve you guys as chair this year, mainly because I'm excited because I see so much potential for the future of the Chamber. The economy has been tough on everybody, and we were not an exception to that, but we still remain strong at our core because we have a strong foundation. We have strong leadership in our president, Linda Williams. We have a strong 20-member board of directors that are your local community leaders, business leaders, and volunteers. And we have strength and support in both our membership and all of our local elected officials. We're very blessed here in Dawson County to have both a city council led by Mayor Cox and a county commission led by Chairman Berg. that understand the importance of business to both our economy and our future. They've been very supportive of us, especially Chairman Berg, who serves on our board and has as long as I've been involved. They understand the direction that we need to go and what's going to get us there. Everyone that pays taxes in this county should be grateful that we have the local leadership that we do here. We're very fortunate. The Chamber is at the core of our business community, and I do encourage each of you to not only continue your support of the Chamber, but help us to continue to grow. The stronger the Chamber is, the more we can do for you, and the stronger our business community is. And of course, the Chamber is just like everything else in life. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. So please take advantage of the opportunities that we put out there for you. As Stephanie said, and many others said, we have so many things to do, different times of day, different types of events, and different seasons of the year. So I do hope you'll join us. On that note, I do want to thank you again for being here tonight and supporting us. I also want to thank my good friend and mentor, Ms. Stephanie Mathis, for a wonderful 2011. I appreciate all the guidance and support and the venting. You have been a wonderful teacher, and you have done us right. So I appreciate it. Thank you, and hopefully I will do a good job filling in your shoes. Last but not least, I would like to thank everybody who helped put this night together. It is months of work and planning and process. We have a huge group that tirelessly works every year, the decorations, putting together the auction items. Everybody who was involved, I think you will agree, did a fantastic job. It looks lovely in here tonight. All the volunteers, all of our auction donors, thank you. And specifically, our sponsors, North Georgia College and State University, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and Wanda G. Stevens with Prime Property were our presenting sponsors tonight. And with that, I'm going to leave you with our checkout procedures. If you were fortunate enough to be the winning bidder on one of your items, you can step up there and check. You can either take your bid sheet and or the item that you got. Checkout is in the front. They will help you. Congratulations on your bids. Thank you again for coming and for supporting us. I look forward to getting to know the rest of you that I don't know throughout here. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you.